What's your name and how old you are?
I'm Drew Miller, I'm 16.
I'm Adriana, and I'm 16.
I'm Brady Bass, I'm 16.
Tell about the moment when you first came to 480.
I think definitely fearful the first time. Just because I was a very shy kid. The first time that we came to this church, we just stayed together as a family, just because. But the second time, my parents really wanted me and my sister to go to the 480. I mean, I hadn't been in an environment like that just because the previous church we've gone to, we didn't really have too many kids. It was more like a smaller church. And, I really, missed having, other friends that I could talk to at church. But once we moved here, I was just so happy. And I remember going to camp for the first time, and that was one of the best decisions ever for sure.
I was mad when I first started coming. I mean, on it, I didn't want to, and because I was never made to come to church, and I wasn't looking forward to anything. But I got greeted, and I know they were super nice, and I was like, wow, they're nice. No one's gonna just walk past me because they don't know me, and I'm not gonna have to go out there and meeting people because people came to me, and you guys were really awesome with us and with me and my family, and have helped us through a lot, and so now I love it here.
Hey, we want to take a minute and tell a moment. How did you come to know God?
I think it was my third year into foster care. I wasn't really in a good place. When I came here, everybody looked so happy, and it took time. I didn't just one day I believe in God and I'm a Christian. It took a while, and eventually, I started, standing up for my faith and actually, letting people know, I'm a Christian, I'm not the same as I was. I've changed, and I've been a lot happier.
I think it was either the first or second year of youth camp. It was in one of the recreational games that we were playing, and I had hurt my leg really bad, and I couldn't really walk around, and that night at the big service, it was probably a half hour long of just healing, praying over everyone. Someone had gone up to the front and told the speaker that I was hurt and that I couldn't really walk, and he prayed specifically over me, and I remember being healed, and I could walk again almost immediately, and most of the pain was gone. And I think that's one of the biggest moments for me, that I really felt the power of God, and that I knew that everything was real at that point. I finally realized that it was what I wanted to believe in.
Take a moment and tell about how maybe in the last couple of years that you've come to find freedom.
When I lived with my real mom, I never really had to go to church, so I kind of kept to myself. And doing that made me really hurt, because I didn't want to talk to, and I'd hold everything in. And the groups, Lexi would always come up to me and talk to me and care about how I felt, and I never really had that, and I felt freedom in not keeping things to myself or letting people in.
I think I found that sort of freedom when we started doing Tribe. I was always afraid to speak what was on my mind, and I was always afraid to talk about issues with other people. But it was when we started doing that with all the kids that were my age, I found that it was okay to say what I needed to say and say what was on my mind, and that people were there to support you. I was just able to talk about those things with people without being judged for it.
How have you come to discover your purpose in the last few years of being part of New Heights?
I think since I'm on the worship team that it's really impacted me just in leadership skills. Brian's always told us what we do up there really impacts what happens down there, and not saying how good we play or how good we sound. And I think it's just really good to have a good spirit up there, the atmosphere is just gonna feel so joyful, so peaceful, where kids may give their lives that day, may really surrender to God like they never had. So
growing up, I had a lot of things I had to face that I shouldn't have at my age, and now there's some girls that are facing that, and I kind of since I've gone through that, I talk to them, I'm there for them because I know how they feel. That's my purpose, is sharing my what I've gone through with people, so people can have the help that I didn't get to have. and encouraging people. I mean, you guys made this pretty encouraging, so.
Really cheesy.
It is! It's really encouraging.
Okay.
I love it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
How do you feel like you're making a difference?
I think for me, being at a different school, I have to continue stepping up to talk about God. It's always hard to find that right place. 'Cause, you don't want to be too over where you're talking about them 24/7. You scare off them, or you don't either want to talk about them at all, God at all, and then people never know. The other night you were talking about the balance. That's always been a big struggle, no matter what school I go to. Just because people will judge, people will criticize you for talking about God. You don't always have to know everyone at your school. You don't have to be the most popular or whatever. You can still have good friends, tons of friends, but you just have to.
Guys, for doing this.
Awesome.